All right.
Continue this split personality fun.
I don't remember the last thing that someone said. Does anyone remember the last thing that someone said was?
Karen said that seems fair.
Oh yeah, response. Nathan. You look just like your dad. That's crazy.
That is nutty.
It's also crazy that in the reflection, Justin's just in your family photo.
Always there, baby. I'm like the fucking ghost from Insidious.
Yeah, no, I look exactly like my dad.
What was Karen saying?
Oh, she just said that's fair in response to...
Oh, to the pulling straws.
Yeah, draw straws.
Draw straws. That was the last thing that got said.
And Shane's side.
Yes. So I imagine as soon as
well, let's go.
Mr. Kingston is sewn up, we can leave.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's just kind of like staring ahead. He seems to be focusing. He seems to just be focusing on keeping the pain in. Right?
Being strong.
Yeah.
What's the ritual?
I have to take some objects, lay them out, say some words, light them, draw some sigils, mark who's coming. Standard.
Your standard ritual stuff?
Exactly.
All right. Is there a deadline on said ritual?
No.
Karen's face, not that it has been particularly expressive to begin with, but like visibly flattens at the description of the ritual.
What does Karen know about the ritual? I wonder as a player, but as a character, I did not notice.
I mean, you noticed the flattening. It's not trying to hide it.
Jesse's very preoccupied.
Okay.
Because he's trying to figure out how to get back without Andrew.
Of course he is.
Andrew looks at Jesse and says, I'm going to be taking the automatic. I feel most comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take the revolver back. She kind of giggles. Chuckles? Chuckles is a better word.
What are the chances you're better with a shotgun than a handgun?
They're the same stat, are they not?
Nope.
No, they're not. I am way better with a handgun than I am with a shotgun.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. My shotgun stat is just the standard 25, and my firearm handgun is 40.
Well, I'll hand it to you and just be like, you feeling lucky, punk? And try and do a charm on you.
She will say punk at the same time you do. She's not even going to wait for the charm. She'll just complete the line as you pause it, not expecting you to finish it.
Beautiful. I love it.
She doesn't smile when she says it. She's just playing
She's
along.
calling me a punk.
Basically.
All right. Cool. I'll take the shotgun. I'll pick it up and do a chick.
Karen hands the knife in Shane's direction. She'll kind of like hold it out, handle side.
Got a buck knife. Am I gonna dual wield this motherfucker?
More knives are good knives.
Sneak attack.
He takes the knife.
Andrew asks David if he has a car, and David says, I do. And he's like, does it seat 6? And David responds, uncomfortably. And then Andrew says, it's probably best if we travel in something that they don't know we're traveling in.
All right. Makes sense.
Does anyone want to do anything while they finish patching up Andrew?
I want to poke at that crack in the door a little.
Oh, the wall?
Or in the wall.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you walk over to it,
Yeah.
David asks Sam if she can handle this on her own for a moment, and he follows you into the bedroom. And he also is just
Boy.
he's not like watching you. He's more just kind of like, there's something about the crack that's just
Nagging at him.
yes.
I'm gonna pull away at it a little.
As you flick at it,
Yeah.
it begins to kind of, you feel your finger sink into something warm on the other side.
Ugh.
Fuck.
Pass.
Jesse's gonna think to himself he has a backup plan.
As you do, David just mutters under his breath, pull.
What?
And then he's just like, what? Sorry? What? What?
What'd you just say to me, David?
I don't know. This is just, your finger is in my wall.
I'll take it out.
As you pull it out, this kind of the puncture remains, and
Yeah.
there's just like blackness on the other side. David steps forward and reaches in with 2 fingers,
Oh, I'm gonna
and
stop
he
him
begins
if I
to
can.
pull.
No, what?
He begins to pull at it.
I'm gonna push him the fuck away.
You can try. You can make a strength
Yeah.
check.
I'm gonna make a strength check. Get the fuck out of here, David. 47 out of 55.
You are not strong enough to push him away from the wall.
Excuse me?
He pulls, and the
No.
wallpaper tears,
Oh, fuck.
pulling half of it to the ground as the other half kind of just dangles and begins to rip away. And he just says, "What the fuck?" As the 2 of you stare into an oblivion of stars.
While this is going on in the other room, like a little while after David has left, Sam will just, as she's kind of continuing with Kingston, just be like, I'm sorry for this.
Who did you say this to?
To Andrew.
Oh. Andrew says, "It's okay, I understand. I signed on to this mission for a very similar circumstance."
What does that mean?
I don't wish to state further if that's okay.
Okay. And she'll just keep working.
Yeah.
I was just saying, and Karen hearing, kind of like overhearing roughly this conversation,
Yeah.
will like kind of lean forward over the kitchen counter towards it, but doesn't prompt further.
Jesse, David mutters quietly, after taking a few sanity damage, by the way. He says,
Oh.
"Do you think this is the tear?"
I don't know. But it's an option should all 6 of us make it.
What if someone just goes now? Why risk it? Why go all the way back when it's just right here? I knew it.
As he's acting kind of crazy, I'm going to put myself between him and the stars.
You don't understand, Jesse. At night, I would be sleeping and I'd feel it. There was just something wrong about this wall. And you guys all come here and I can't believe it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I didn't come this far to let you walk into oblivion.
Oh, I'm not going in there. There's no way. I'm not able to do something like that.
Let's go. We'll figure it out after we get to the ritual site.
Does anyone else go into the bedroom?
Sam wouldn't leave Andrew until she's completely done.
Sure. David and Jesse walk back into the kitchen and living room then, and David points in and says, "We tore the wall open."
Sam kind of like pauses from whatever she's doing and just looks up primarily at Jesse.
Yeah.
And says, You pulled at the tear? Do you not fucking remember the voicemail from that crazy ass patient in the hospital? What the fuck, Jesse?
What does Shane have to say?
Voicemail? About this specific scenario.
Andrew kind of pushes past and moves towards the bedroom and just kind of looks at it. And he's just kind of like staring it up, kind of like, and the other two were looking in kind of like wonderment or like confusion. He's like analyzing. He's like, all right.
Analyzing.
Yeah.
Analyzing.
Trigonometry, get this.
The beautiful mind
Minority
thing.
Report.
Yeah.
I assume he's now stitched up and fine.
He's almost there. He did push past it though. But
okay, great.
But you guys can continue to have this conversation.
Yet. Yeah. Like what the actual fuck?
David steps in and says, "Sam, in all fairness, I was the one who pulled at it. It was not Jesse."
She just kind of like frowns and looks from David to Jesse and Jesse to David, and then just kind of goes into the bedroom after Andrew.
God damn it.
Okay, but a voicemail about the specific situation.
Yes. I would I'd like to know a little bit more about the voicemail as well. I know that we were looking for Sam at St. Meredith's. That's where she went missing. I don't believe I've heard about this particular voicemail, have I?
Hey, Meredith's where that Dr. Swanson dude works?
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, Karen for sure has heard about this voicemail.
And also, when I imagine Sam heard him just say Dr. Swanson, that's what Shane just asked as well.
Dr. Did you actually say that out loud?
Sure, why not? I didn't, but yeah, let's go.
Okay, I thought it was out of game as well. So,
sorry.
But if it's in game, that's cool.
Fine. Yeah, let's go.
Sam will pause however far she gets on her trek to the bedroom, and just like you can see, you can just see she doesn't turn, but like her back.
He's like
just,
flipping through.
Her back just like bristles, and like she kind of like shudders, and pauses for a moment, and just says, "Yes." And then keeps walking into the bedroom.
David has followed Andrew into the bedroom as well, as Andrew is continuing to silently study this terror, while the three other are talking about the voicemail. Is the last thing we heard about.
Voicemail.
Yep.
We'll let that conversation out there happen first.
Raynor, what? Remind me, what is this? What is going on?
Yeah, enlighten us, Jesse.
You've been muttering a lot of shit. Don't pull at the tear. Don't look at the green light. Don't look behind you. Only look forward. Like, what? Where is this information coming from? You know me. You know my connection to Holden. You understand that I will get it. Just lay it out.
I wish I understood it better. But I really don't. All I know is Sam was sent to St. Meredith's to check on a patient, let's say. And she sent me a voicemail before she disappeared. And then she miraculously came back. And then was sent on a mission to recover her.
Wait,
Sorry.
this is that fucking voicemail that you played for me back when we met? Back when you were
Yes.
trying to get me to help?
Yes. The man who forgot to bleed.
Sorry, clarification. Sam left that voicemail, or
A patient at St.
Patient.
Meredith.
okay? And then
Sam-
the patient disappeared.
I don't
Sam
fucking
disappeared. No, Jesse, don't confuse the poor man. As I
we're
understand,
beyond that.
as I understand it, Shane, Sam was transferred to work at St. Meredith's. She was assigned a floor by Detective Holden, specifically to meet a patient that she recorded a voicemail from that referenced a similar situation. Things like he found the tear, he pulled at it, God is dead, you know, a sort of a prophecy, if you will. And then Sam was kidnapped by Swanson, I assume, knowing what I now know. And then she was released. I'm not clear on exactly how she... Jesse, you can fill in. You just told me she was fine, that we didn't need to look for her anymore. And then the next thing I knew, she was missing again.
And
I
now
assume-
she's here.
I assume the second time was her agreeing to come here.
She made a deal of some sorts. I don't know the particulars. We just need to get her. We need to get David to get her. And we need to get the fuck out of here.
When so this tear is almost definitely a bad idea.
It is most definitely a bad idea. Don't pull at the tear. Don't go into the tear. The tear is nothing but oblivion. The tear is
Cacophony.
entropy incarnate. It's nothing.
Okay, so we go do... She swallows the ritual.
Yeah.
Inside the bedroom, David is there and Sam has also entered. Andrew is silently examining the wall while David is silently also looking at the wall. Examining isn't the right word.
Sam will go up to kind of like standing level with where Andrew is, and she's staring as well. And she'll just start muttering, God is dead. He found the tear. He pulled at the tear. there's nothing on the other side except cacophony and nuclear power, and just he was vaporized. Don't pull at the chair. Don't. She just kind of like trails off into this, and then turns to Andrew and just says, this can't be safe. This can't be safe.
Andrew lets in a very introspective sigh and he says, "No, I don't think it is. But I don't think, honestly, I don't think there's any safe way of going about any of this."
So you're actually considering this? Moments ago you said that you and I were not going through the veil this way.
We have a few ways of going about this. We can do the ritual and leave someone behind. We can hope to make it less of a painful choice to say bye to somebody. Not that I'm speaking from your perspective, Sam.
Yeah, well, we all know the reason for everyone being here, so yeah.
If we hope best case scenario really is that somebody dies on the way. That's the easiest thing to deal with. Or he looks at the wall again. He's biting his lip and thinking about something. All I've wanted to do since I've got into Red Hall is leave Red Hall. Have you seen Have you ever felt stuck somewhere?
Yeah, I have.
Well, in Red Hall it happens, it can be pretty literal. A piece of you is tied and tethered to the city once you enter. And when it lets you go, it doesn't fully loosen that knot until the point that maybe it gets bored of you and it lets you forget and you never remember being there. And all I want, ever since all the people who have hired me, all of the terrible things I've done, the things I've seen, I don't know. Maybe it was nearly having my guts ripped out. The first time I've ever actually been worried about dying.
That kind of like snaps the nurse part of Sam's brain back into what is happening, and she just like, as Andrew's talking, will steer him to the bed and like sit him down and kind of finish up what she was doing as he's talking.
David is also now looking at looking at the conversation. He's not looking at the wall, and he's just kind of like sitting there being like, "What do you mean God is dead?"
It was something I heard.
David nods and says, "Okay, all right. That's. I'm not one to question things right now."
It's probably wise. She kind of like the laugh bubbles out of a kind of almost insane place.
Andrew's
Andrew-
just silently thinking, yeah.
Yeah. Andrew, I understand uh and I know that our pauses for kind of like a while relationship has always been strange. But for all the time you've spent around me, I think that you would know that even if any one of us decided to choose something dangerous, she'll look at the wall again, on my behalf because of something I did, I would have a hard time forgiving myself. And she will gently kiss him on the cheek.
Oh, Andrew. He did it, folks. He did it. From outside the room, Jesse, you hear your name get called by Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Shane?
Yeah. So it's before. Well, that's still also
Yeah,
like
go
a
for
little.
it, yeah.
So if David's secondary, why are we putting this much effort into all of this?
You're
I'm
asking
sorry,
Jesse?
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. We were told that David is a secondary objective.
I imagine, Shane, it's because primary objective will be difficult to achieve without
No, yeah,
secondary objective.
but can't we? I don't know. Let me keep thinking.
What do you want to do? Kidnap her? Force her?
No. Mostly like trick David into thinking that he's going to be able to leave with part of the ritual and all of us disappear and leave him here?
I think it's far more likely that Sam would be the one you need to trick than David. But that's one outsider's opinion.
Oh, I didn't take you for a piece of shit, Shane.
I don't want to die!
Shane. And Karen will like kind of take a step or two towards Shane and just look him directly in the eye and say, I promise you that if it comes down to it and it's a choice, as I said earlier, the world will be fine with one less anthropology professor in it.
How much I can trust you, though, anymore.
You have my word. What do you want, a blood oath?
Yeah.
I have done much worse in my time, trust me. And I would consider it my penance for everything that has happened till this point. I swear to you. She kind of offers you a hand.
Begrudgingly takes it.
Thank you for your faith. she'll kind of like just go back to the counter.
Assuming I hear my name being called at some point,
Yeah. You'll go into
I'll
the
go
bedroom.
to the bedroom.
When you're inside, and Andrew is all patched up, he asks politely for David and Sam to give him and Jesse the room.
Oh God.
Yeah. Can Sam do like a psychology to try and determine
Go for it. Yeah.
what the intention is?
Sure.
Yeah, she passes her regular.
It's probably related to the conversation you and him just had.
Cool.
We're going to take a break for YouTube.